Namaste. So now we are on topic. Let me introduce four judgments to you. Very crucial from the prelims point of view. And मेंस में जब भी आप आंसर लिखेंगे अरेस्ट का, आप ये चार जजमेंट से अब आप पीछे नहीं छुड़ा सकते. पहले तीन होती थी, अब चार हो गई हैं. ठीक है जी. तो इनको रट्टा मार के ही रखना है, इनके नाम रट्टे मार के रखने हैं. Citations you can skip pretty much, but if you can remember the year of the judgment, that will be crucial because actually you can use it to explain a timeline, which I'm going to get into. But now I think we are in a position to discuss these. Alright, first and foremost, Social Action Forum for Manav Adhikar versus Union of India. If I've said it too fast, it is Social Action Forum for Manav Adhikar. So that's a 2018 ki judgment in which, now this MCQ has been seen in the past about 1.5 years now, very recent MCQ, that in which judgment the Supreme Court held that in the arrest, in the provisions of arrest, basically there has to be a balance between the individual's rights, liberty and privileges versus the individual's duties, obligations and responsibilities, right? So this is pretty much the answer is Social Justice Forum for Manav Adhikar, right? And in which judgment is basically, now this can't be framed into an MCQ actually, in which judgment that they said that no arrest on mere allegation of offense. No, because actually this is quite overlapping, but only this standard MCQ. But this is a very significant judgment from the point of view of arrest. इसको कहीं लिख लीजिए, and then when we get to the judgment section of the course, we will have to discuss this कि यहाँ पे हुआ क्या था और हम क्यों लड़ाई कर रहे थे. So in this case, the Supreme Court also said that Section 41, subsection 1, clause B, याद है क्या चीज है ये? It's less than 7 years वाले जो offenses के अंदर जो arrest की जो बात हो रही थी, there's like an entire guideline. We have done a lecture on this. Therefore, these things could not be discussed prior to this stage, right? Now you understand what the reference is being given. So no arrest on mere allegation of offense. That's the first. But now, this is actually the latest judgment in a line of cases. We're starting in 1994, all right? The name is Joginder Kumar versus State of UP. And if you have done CRPC well enough in your LLB course, this judgment के बिना तो CRPC हो ही नहीं सकती, and arrest का topic तो discuss हो ही नहीं सकता. जोगिंदर कुमार, DK बासु and Anesh Kumar versus State of Bihar. ये तीन judgment, मतलब they are crucial, and the one that now I am adding on to a Social Action Forum for Manav Adhikar, very recent judgment, 2018 की judgment, not exactly, अब इतना time तो हुआ नहीं है ना इनको, right? अच्छा जी, अब हम आ रहे हैं जोगिंदर कुमार वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ यूपी में कि जी अभी तक जो हमने जो डिस्कस करा कि जी राइट टू इन्फॉर्म वन रिलेटिव और फ्रेंड, है ना, कि जी किसी को तो बताएं, कोई तो नॉमिनेट हो, इन्फॉर्म अबाउट दिस राइट, इन्फॉर्म द अक्यूज्ड अबाउट दिस राइट, केम इन दिस जजमेंट, एंड एन एंट्री शैल बी मेड थाने में कि जी आपने किसको इन्फॉर्म किया है, एज पुलिस हु हैव यू इन्फॉर्म्ड, this person will give you a detail that has to be recorded in a police entry. So all of this was incorporated into the 2009 ki amendment, all right? So whenever we're talking about arrest, it's 2009 ki amendment. Then DK Basu, now this was 1994, but हमने तो यही मानना थोड़े ना. So this was also a case that was related to custodial deaths and police brutality, क्योंकि पुलिस का जो मन करता है वो technically speaking करती ही है at a level, because police is like quite powerful, right? So this case again was relating to this because police wale mane thode na. So the custodial deaths and police brutality continued. So then we come to DK Basu versus State of West Bengal, that is 1997, in which Supreme Court said that the police officer will have clear identification. There has to be memorandum of arrest. We have already discussed this. Then PCR should be, police control room should be basically instituted or constituted at the state level and the district level. And then the permission to meet the lawyer. Again, all of this came from the DK Basu. So all of these were guidelines, by the way, out of judgments. They were hard-coded into the statute by the 2009 amendment. This was the amendment that I was referring to in the previous lecture. कि आप ढूंढ के रखिए. So whenever we're talking about arrest, we're talking about 2009 amendment. We're going to talk about आपका जोगिंदर कुमार. We're going to talk about DK Basu. और ये वाले जो क्लियर आइडेंटिफिकेशन मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अरेस्ट, इन पे एमसीक्यू आता, दैट्स डीके बासु. सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज विद जोगिंदर कुमार. नहीं, जोगिंदर कुमार इज बेसिकली कि जी आप इंफॉर्मेशन दीजिए कि आपको उठा लिया गया है, और यहाँ पे पुलिस वालों के बारे में ज्यादा बात की गई थी इन डीके बासु. Now we come to Anesh Kumar versus State of Bihar, and obviously that's not that there is to these judgments. We'll have to discuss this entire case laws, क्योंकि इसमें सीआरपीसी के बारे में इतनी डिटेल है जिसका कोई हिसाब नहीं है. अगर हो सके तो आप जजमेंट पढ़ेंगे, बट एक बार तो ऑब्वियसली हम कोर्स में हम करेंगे, बट कह रहे अभी छोड़िए, डो स्किप द जजमेंट फॉर नाउ, अभी बाद में करेंगे. अनीश कुमार वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ बिहार 2014 का केस, इसके अंदर now whenever there is a non-bailable offense that has been committed or alleged to have been committed and there's a cognizable offense, basically arrest is not compulsory, arrest is not mandatory. पुलिस वालों के पास नहीं है जी now you can arrest without a warrant, so you have to arrest it. ऐसा नहीं है भाई. Supreme Court has said no, this you can't do. Why? लिबर्टी शब्द करे बिना आप अरेस्ट का आंसर नहीं लिखेंगे. ठीक है जी, एग्जामिनर को समझ में आ जाएगी कि पढ़ा लिखा आदमी. ओके, देन इट सेज under 167 now we're starting out with 167, referring to 167, therefore very slow introduction of the concepts. Magistrate before authorizing further detention, basically वही 15 दिन वाला जो period है, you will have to check the magistrate की ड्यूटी लगा दी under section 50A that सब कुछ fulfill हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ, कि जी आपको इनको बताया गया था whether the person has been nominated. So the magistrate is going to check everything like we discussed in the previous video. Okay, and it said 41 subsection 1 clause B sub clause 2 के अंदर पुलिस वालों को एक चेकलिस्ट दी जाए. What is 41 subsection 1 clause B? याद है? Clause A was just कि जी आप अरेस्ट कीजिए, but clause B के अंदर जैसे हम आए थे was less than 7 years. So the Supreme Court is very finicky about this provision. So you'll have to mention this. Mention this. Keep on mentioning section 41 subsection 1 clause B. This I believe along with 167 is the most crucial aspect because वो 41 subsection 1 clause B के अंदर ही इतने सारे वाले जो points हैं वो वही हैं कि पुलिस ऑफिसर क्या करेगा when the offense has an imprisonment of less than 7 years but it's a non-bailable and a cognizable offense. What do? How do you do this? Right? अच्छा 42 में क्या था? याद नहीं आ रहा, थोड़ा सा याद करने की कोशिश करें. Name and residence, right? Non-cognizable. Okay. So this checklist, and if the police guy hasn't followed this checklist before making the arrest, because this checklist इसके अंदर यहाँ पे जो सारे जो हमारे जो statutes के अंदर डिटेल दी हुई, that's pretty much asking the police guy to check again and again and again and consider whether there is actually a need for arrest or not, because then you are entering into the waters of liberty shoes, right? No liberty from the preamble, right? So departmental inquiry हो जाएगी आपके ऊपर if we find that you have violated this checklist and you arrested unnecessarily. So this is pretty much thanks to these judgments. Basically ये तो 2009 की amendment चल रही है यहाँ पे ऊपर वाली दो में. Anesh Kumar versus State of Bihar is often used in criminal law because whenever we take the defense of getting the accused out of arrest, we basically allege that look, the police guy never followed these and basically there are holes in why did they arrest, there was some enmity. अच्छा और ये सब किया क्यों गया है? Now you know the police is also human. They can perhaps have a personal enmity with you, they can have a personal vendetta with you, right? और फिर उठा के ले जाएं. So these are all checks and balances which have been developed over a number of years and these have been in observation since the emergency time. किसी को किसी भी टाइम उठा लेते थे पहले, right? तो यहाँ पे अब so we have basically blocked out the police making arbitrary or whimsical arrests. Now they do happen in real life, by the way. They do. It is not that the situation is completely over. But then in your defense lawyers, basically as under 303 के अंदर जब आप you're going to choose a pleader of your choice, they will take this defense that look, my client has been arrested. जैसे हिंदी में नहीं, उर्दू में जो शब्द है फिजूल में कि there was no need, the police never followed its own checklist. Now checklist कहाँ पे इंस्ट्रक्शन दी थी? अनीश कुमार वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ बिहार, जोगिंदर कुमार, DK Basu and मानव अधिकार judgments. Now these judgments have to remember, रट्टा है कुछ नहीं है, for prelims purposes only. And mains में तो obviously these judgments अगर आप कोट करके अपना आंसर बड़े अच्छे से explain कर देंगे, वाह वाह बल्ले बल्ले हो जाएगी. That will come to in layer 3 of the course. Right now layer 1, let's complete that. Now finally we are moving out of arrest. Now we are going to get the accused to court. So we're going to enter into the waters of the court finally, and then we're going to proceed ahead. Again, introduction of concepts, aram se. Then layer 2, philosophy of these sections, more details of prelims. Layer 3 is finally when we reach to the mains, and then well, the course is done pretty much. So अब now 167, 41, I'm sure that it's making much more sense now, so I need not keep on recalling. 167 के अंदर पहले मैं पैर बैठ के समझाऊं. 167 I've introduced a bit, 41 I've introduced a bit, so now you pretty much know what sort of a discussion is happening here, and this is how you're going to link up everything in your answers and you'll be mastering the CRPC, I kid you not. ठीक है जी, चलिए मिलते हैं अगले बारे में. Take care.